unbelievable story. And I'd seen them teasing this story, and I thought, wow, this looks fascinating. And they'd been running these commercials where it was basically two kids on crystal meth who were outside calling 911, asking for help. They're freezing cold, and they can't tell 911 where they are.
Where are they?
They were in Nebraska, and what happened was they were driving in a brutal snowstorm around Omaha, and they were trying to get home, and he drove the car off the road, spun out.
Oh, so they're hiring a kite?
Yeah, crystal meth.
Yeah.
They've been up for 3 days.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is, they think this is the first time she did crystal meth.
Okay.
That must be one powerful drug.
Oh,
I have never,
man.
I swear, I never touched the stuff.
No.
And I have no desire to. Everything I've seen on this, it just looks like such a disaster.
Plus, they said that Nebraska is one of only 9 states that doesn't have their 911 system doesn't have a GPS tracking.
Oh,
so where if it would happen around here, they could just find where your cell phone was.
They would have been able to just like LoJack or something. Zeroed in on you.
Which is cool, isn't it, that they have that capability? Isn't that fantastic?
I was surprised that any 911 didn't have that. That seems so basic.
Yeah. I was surprised people in I wouldn't even think people in Nebraska would even get high.
Well, what's interesting?
Funny.
Sometimes those rural areas, there's more of that hillbilly heroin stuff going on than anywhere else.
Yeah, right.
Because they don't have anything to do.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's like that hick town that become that OxyContin town. That was the big.
There's a lot of those in West Virginia, and I'm trying to think of. Well, there's a story about that small town in Massachusetts. All the baseball players.
I guess that is what it is, though. Nobody has anything to do. Well, crystal meth is just a monstrous amphetamine. I mean, I know they talk about tremendous euphoria and just up for like for days with tons of energy and everything else. Sleep. Yeah, like a super speed. I think your heartbeat would be going like 120 around the clock.
Well, I think that's why it ruins people's lives, because they can't function for time.
Yeah, right.
How can you keep up a job or an education or anything like that? Okay, so anyway, they call 911, and immediately it's apparent that they cannot help 911. And they're in great peril, too. This is a horrible thing to listen to. I got to tell you, I was getting further and further under the covers as this story went. It was getting colder and colder. It was awful. I felt so bad.
Oh, man.
I know they screwed up, but, they're 20 years old or something. I'm sure.
911. It is midnight. Mark Conray is director of Omaha's 911 center.
When the first call came in, it made no sense. It made absolutely no sense. Gibberish, nonsense is what she was describing.
911, what's your emergency? Hi, Mexicans and African Americans, and they're all dressed up in these cold outfits, and they're moving all the vehicles. Do I just keep driving back and forth until I can get out, or?
Oh my God!
And they're taking the cars apart and putting them in the trees. Yes, unless the owner is there moving their car for them.
What was going on?
Oh my God!
Been injured? Were they disoriented?
No, you can't work on that stuff.
This is the best. This is the best commercial to not take crystal meth you could ever imagine.
Wow.
No, the police are on the way. Okay. Thank you.
They say they're at their apartment at 75th and Poppleton in Omaha.
This is what sucks.
One operators know the cell phone signal is coming from neighboring Sarpy County, not Omaha. As this satellite image shows, the couple's apartment is near downtown. But Michael and Janelle are actually 23 miles away in a desolate and remote area where their truck went off the road.
Yeah, they're nowhere near where they think they are.
Makes another tragic mistake.
Wow.
They leave the truck behind, which still has a half a tank of gas, warm clothes, and his cell phone in the back seat.
Oh, my God.
The temperature is 13 degrees and dropping.
And they leave that behind.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine how high these people must be.
Oh, my God. They probably don't even feel the cold.
911, what is your emergency?
We need some assistance right now.
This time, Michael makes the call.
Where are you?
It's an old abandoned pond, lake front area where they have cattle, and an old gravel pump setup. And we need some assistance right now.
Okay, I can't help you if I don't know where you are.
Ma'am, I'm not lying to you.
Sir, I don't think that you're lying to me, but we're going to need to do more work on where you are, because we've been to 75th and Poppleton, and we cannot find you.
Okay? Because they need to come further south. Further south. Open the gates. The gates to what?
There's no gate at 75th and Poppleton. There's apartments. There was nothing that made sense.
Michael and Janelle aren't making sense. They're hallucinating, paranoid, and confused. The former high school cheerleader, the star student, and the boy of her dreams are high on crystal meth. Investigators believe she for the first time. Omaha dispatchers send another police unit to the couple's apartment. And of course, they find nothing.
Ma'am, my pickup was stolen. I had to go find it. Please help us. My girlfriend is really freezing.
This is not a hallucination. If rescuers can't find them soon, they will both freeze to death. Janelle has only jeans and a sweater. Neither is wearing a coat. When the 911 call abruptly ends, the concerned operator tries to call back Janelle's cell phone, but only gets her voicemail.
Oh, God, this sucks.
No, please leave a message.
We have to keep.
Wow.
We don't have any other choice.
Hi, this is Janelle.
The haunting, happy voice of Janelle.
Please leave a message.
By this time, several operators in 3 counties are trying to figure out where the couple might actually be.
Summer's County Sheriff.
Hi. Have you talked to a Michael tonight at all that doesn't know where he's at?
Half a dozen units are already out searching. Patty Viberg is one of the 911 dispatchers.
We guessed pretty much they were probably on drugs, but we were not going to assume that. You know, it was still the possibility of this head injury, still the possibility of hypothermia, even if they were on drugs. They needed help.
If they'd been in almost any other state, Michael and Janelle might have been found by now. But Nebraska is one of just 9 states that does not have the most up-to-date 911 GPS tracking system for cell phones. So operators cannot pinpoint their location. 1:45 a.m. It has been an hour and 15 minutes since the first call.
Where are you at?
There's someone out here by a lake.
First, when I talked to them, I wanted them to get back to the car. At least that was shelter.
It's probably best if you just go back to the truck so you can stay warm.
It's on his top.
It's what?
It's on the rolled over on his top.
He thinks he rolled over. He didn't.
Need help.
Then
Oh,
he
my
said, well,
God.
I know. Isn't that
How
weird?
high does this stuff
Well,
make
yeah,
you?
that's what I mean. The hallucinations are just
Oh, my
apparently
God.
you know,
just outrageous.
place for them to go
I can't
back.
believe they
But the
thought there were
truck isn't
clowns
off.
and
It's
African Americans.
just
Yeah,
People doing
I
all
know.
this weird
Native
stuff.
Americans,
Native
yeah, people
Americans,
with cars and trees.
Yeah,
and-
in
Okay,
clown
so we got
suits.
to just
And,
kind of take
I mean,
a
that's
deep
like
breath.
huge
And let's figure
LSD.
out where you're at, okay?
Michael describes seeing these cranes, scrap metal, a lake, a sand pit, but also keeps insisting he's near his apartment.
Go straight north. Just please. Hurry.
Okay, we're hurrying. We're getting there as fast as we can. We don't know where you're at. Is that your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Let me talk to her, okay?
Yeah, she's hopeless.
I asked him to give the phone to Janelle because he wasn't making any sense.
All right, do you have any idea where you're at?
Should I talk to our phone conference? Then I know.
Investigators say they could be anywhere in a 100-square-mile radius, and Patty Viberg knows there is little time left.
I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere with Janelle because she was not coherent at that time.
There's people in the shack that are flashing the light on top of the shack.
Oh, there's people on the shack?
Yes.
Go talk to them. Go to the people in the shack.
We've tried. They won't talk. We've tried to ask for help. We begged.
Okay, tell them that the police are on the phone and hand them your phone. Okay?
I had him call out to him. Still optimism. Hopefully, maybe there was somebody there. You know, never.
In the end, they have a theory about what happened here.
Come on.
They think it was a bunch of cows.
Oh, cows
Yeah,
they're
and
talking to?
they thought they were humans. They were cows.
Well,
They thought they were non-English speaking cows.
Oh, wow.
And they mistook them for human beings.
And then he backed
Oh,
up into
man.
hallucinations again.
And Janelle is getting worse.
Honey, come on, get up.
I can't believe they have no
Lay down.
way to discern anything about where they are. They can't.
Please, get over here now.
Okay, Mike, I want to help you so bad, hon.
Yeah, it is amazing that they can't even come close. I mean, he's not that incoherent. He's talking to someone.
Yeah.
And he's having a conversation. He dialed
I know it.
911.
Why can't you? Yeah, I know. That's true. That's a great point. If you can at least do the numbers and think to do the numbers, can't you at least say, here's what I'm looking at? There's a road, there's a line of trees, there's a farmhouse, at least that.
I was surprised, and maybe this happened. Maybe this just didn't make good tape for air, but I thought she'd say, okay, let's take you through the night. Where were you earlier?
Right.
Where did you go? Where'd you party? Did you have some drinks somewhere? Did you?
Yeah, if they knew where they last were and they know where they live, they could just draw the line and say there's somewhere between there and there, probably.
Wasn't it New Year's Eve?
It was 3 days after it.
3 days after New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
they started their party on New Year's Eve, though, didn't they? Yeah, they'd been up for like 3 days.
Oh, that's right. It's a 3-day bender, yeah.
Here's somebody from EMS.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Hey.
You get a lot of calls from meth people?
I haven't seen anybody high on it in a while, but this stuff is incredibly destructive to the body. It keeps you up for up to 18 hours. We were just discussing this. I'm taking a hazardous material course right now.
Does this phone call surprise you, Eric, or does that sound like, did you immediately say, oh, that's a meth, somebody's on meth?
It sounds like somebody that's obviously high.
Well, see, what I'm trying to figure out is that the meth thing, I've always heard that it creates this euphoria, this speedy amphetamines, just all jacked up and running around like an idiot. But I had no idea that made you hallucinate and see cars hanging from trees and all of that kind of stuff. It does that also, huh?
Well, it depends on what it's cut with. They use so many different chemicals to cut this stuff, and they're using over-the-counter cold medications. And
this sounds like huge like LSD to me.
Yeah. Like I said, it all depends on what chemical they cut it with. I live out here on the west side of the state, and they've been talking a lot about crystal meth labs and busting them, and these people are stealing anhydrous ammonia to help cut the drug, to make the drug.
What's that?
There's a guy, 60 Minutes 2 had a story the other night about a law they're going to pass so that you have to buy Sudafed literally from the pharmacist and get a script for it.
See, that's ridiculous.
Well, the thing is,
too bad.
It's an absolute key ingredient to make this.
But the damn thing
that's where they get it.
But it's an accepted decongestant that's been around for 1,000,000 years. It's really the best decongestant you can possibly get. I mean, that's just crazy. It has to come to that.
I see both sides of it. If they know they can make it difficult for these meth labs by doing that, what they were going to do is you could get 36 boxes a year, basically, 3 a month, and you just had to sign for them.
Yeah.
So they knew. It wouldn't be that hard. I don't even think you need a script. Didn't you just have to sign for them?
Sign for it.
Yeah.
Well, they're starting to put a lot of these things all behind the counter, and you can only buy one box. And they're doing whatever law enforcement's doing whatever they can to shut these places down. My wife works out, a sheriff's department out where we live here, and she's been involved in the takedown of a meth lab, and they had to call in for the hazmat team to come in and clear out the house. They had little kids running through this meth lab house.
Yeah, the 60 Minutes 2 had that story. The woman had 3 kids, and she had a meth lab in the basement.
Yeah, it's insane.
I hear they're really smelly. And,
they're dangerous.
Smell for a mile. The chemicals are so strong.
They're unbelievably dangerous.
Yeah.
The chemicals that they're using are basically paint thinner, which is acetone, and they're also using a fertilizer, which is the anhydrous ammonia.
How is it that you can ingest that and that wouldn't kill you? I can't believe you can ingest fertilizer and all this crap.
You take enough of it, it'll kill you, that's for sure.
Weird. I would think in small quantities, but obviously not.
It's just a really nasty drug. It's smoked, it's inhaled, and you can inject it.
Hey, Eric, just out of curiosity, getting back on the track here, have you ever had a call like this at 911?
I've had people that were on heroin and crack, that act that way.
What did they want? Had they just OD'd?
They're overdosed. They're acting bizarrely. They can't think properly. They can't put together proper sentences. And it's tragic. It's a terrible thing to see, and it's really hitting hard in the rural communities. And this is where this stuff is developed.
Yeah, the rural communities. It's a lot of nothing to do, nowhere to go. This drug. I mean, literally. Well, not just meth, but OxyContin and some other things have just literally taken over these small towns.
Right.
God, the stories are powerful as hell. I read this one story about this girl whose mother her grandmother's a cancer patient, and she was sticking placebos in the bottle so she could take her grandmother's drugs.
Wow, isn't that something? Yeah. Well, people do everything they can do.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this Joe?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Not much. My brother-in-law is hooked on this stuff, and when he first started out on it, he'd just come around and talk to you. You couldn't get a word in edgewise. And
Oh, boy.
he was comical. You know, and he says he can stay up for days and do everything in the world, but he could never accomplish anything.
Yeah. Well, that's
tore
sad.
his car completely apart. Never put it back together. It's been 2 years now.
Oh, boy. You know, I'm surprised people can convince themselves that they're that effective, because anybody has to know rationally that I certainly would perform my tasks better if I was straight. I can't believe there's anybody that really thinks, I don't care what the drug is, that I can do more when I'm on this drug. I mean, anybody has to know in their heart of hearts that can't be true. But
I don't know. He's not rational anymore. My wife just seen him in where he lives out of state now. She said that his mood swings are terrible. He's down like 50 or 60 pounds.
Yeah, the weight loss is horrible.
Yeah, because you're running around like crazy. You never sleep, and your body's all jacked up. So you're just, molecules are going a million miles a minute, and you're just, wow, your metabolism is through the roof.
There's a lot of stories about crystal meth now in these news magazines and things like that. I swear, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone that takes crystal meth who functions.
OJ was supposedly on crystal meth, remember? They were talking about that. He went to possibly buy crystal meth at that Burger King, remember?
Yeah, that was, I don't know if they ever proved that.
No, they never proved it, but they used to talk about it.
I mean, have you ever heard of anyone that takes that drug that isn't just zoned and wired and absolutely out of their mind?
It makes you completely paranoid beyond belief. When he was here, we lived near a cornfield. He thought there was corn ninjas out to get him. He thought there was fingers coming under the door. People were watching. He'd run outside with his gun, looking around. He thought there was somebody out of the house.
Oh, my God.
It's not good. He owns assault rifles, and he's on this drug.
Oh, can you imagine somebody coming to his house like a mailman or a UPS guy? Holy crap, man. I mean, oh, my God, can you imagine? Seriously.
So he's still married to your sister?
No, I'm married to his sister.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna get any help, or is this guy gonna go on like this forever?
His new girlfriend, they do this, and she's got 2 kids, and apparently their house, they've turned into the biggest crash in the world.
Oh boy!
Oh, what a disaster!
It's not good. We were going to move them home, and the whole family was going to put them through rehab and get them back on track and get his credit all fixed up. And he told everybody to screw off. He was done with us.
Well, yeah, naturally, he's in no position to go, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Well, I mean, he'll never, never go like, great idea, okay, let's get it together.
I'm sure any common sense is miles away by now. It's sad. Is this Dan?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
What's going on?
Well, I'm a former addict. 4 years I did crystal meth.
Hey, Dan, let me ask you something. Does anybody not become an addict when they take crystal meth? Because every story I've ever heard, the person is hooked almost from the first time they do it.
Oh, I was. There was no question about it.
Were most people in your kind of crystal meth community, was it like that? They just, boom, did it, hooked?
Yeah, you did it, and it was something that, once you got into it, it is the best way to describe it. I've been clean for 3.5 years. I worked at a drug rehab for 2 years, and now I'm not. But it is the best way to describe it. It is LSD with a gigundous kick of speed.
See, I didn't know it had the LSD quality.
Oh, it does.
I thought it was just the amphetamine half of the equation.
I'll give you one example. Now, when I went into this drug rehab program, I was 147 pounds. Mm-hmm. I'm now 230.
Wow.
And I'm 6'2", so that's my normal weight. But one of the times that I did it,
normal.
It's a hell of a weight loss program.
yeah, it is. But one of the times that I did it that I remember in specific is I had done it, and my roommate took me up to a 7-Eleven store, which is 2 blocks from my house. And when the girl that worked at the 7-Eleven store knew me, and she looked at me and said, "What is wrong with you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just a little wired." And I said, "I'm going to walk home." And she said, "Well, I'll tell you when I get home." Now, that was 8 o'clock at night. She got off at 11, and I was just walking in my door. It took me 3 hours to go 2 blocks. And every step I took, I felt like I was taking a gigantic step that was 10 foot each. And the sky was yellow and the stars were red. And
Wow.
every time a dog would bark or something, I thought it was a guy yelling at me.
Oh, sad.
Man, oh, man.
Appreciate the call, Dan.
Yes,
sad.
it's got the big LSD component.
This story did not have a good ending.
Oh, it didn't?
No, and you think you're on primetime live?
I keep thinking this is going to be, just fine.
Well, they said Walters and I were talking during the show, and we were debating, gee, are they going to make it out of this? And I kind of thought they had played a card early in the show where they said officials believe this was the first time she ever took the drug, and I thought, oh, if they're saying that means they never talked to her, or they were never able to.
Well, on the other hand, though, I thought that maybe it's just like the way they're telling the story. They're keeping the suspense.
Well, that's kind of what Mike thought.
Yeah, that's how I would have called it.
I kind of thought so, too, because I've seen a lot of those stories where they fake you out, you know.
Oh, most definitely. And then in the end, they reveal the person. It's like, oh, my God, they made it. You know?
48 Hours does that all the time. Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Okay, cool.
For help.
From 75th to West End Road and on that area.
Mike.
Nope, that's the best I can give you. That's all I've got. But I'm freezing. And my girlfriend's here freezing. And
that's why we want to help you, Mike.
Oh, and please.
I gotta get him to quit crying. I've got to get him to help me help him. And he just couldn't.
Couldn't because they are high on crystal meth and hallucinating. How did this happen? Where did they get the drug? And who are these young people now in danger of freezing to death? In some ways, Janelle Hornickel is the last person you'd expect to use crystal meth.
Yeah, she did everything possible. She was in sororities. She was in a fraternity. She worked full-time.
Danielle Schutz, Julie Prentice, and Jennifer Hofferberg were Janelle's roommates at Creighton University.
Go back to the phone calls, Mike.
They agreed on almost everything.
Yeah, who cares about this?
Yeah, I don't care about this stuff. I just want to see what happens.
The story is just
about their life.
I still can't get over the fact that she couldn't get him to somehow put together his last 6 hours or so, just so they could maybe jog some memory of why he is where he is. You know, he was at someone's house, or he's trying to get from here to here to get to dinner, or whatever, you know.
What's going on right there?
Unfortunately, this is not an experience that really lends itself to, linear thinking, but...
Heard that they got pulled over earlier in the night?
Yeah.
They did?
The cops pulled him over, and they didn't know he was that buzzed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had a bad tail light, didn't he?
You know what? It's right here, actually.
All right, roll them.
But they have audio of it and everything.
We have talked to a lot of acquaintances of hers. No one had said anything about meth in her background.
January 4th, Janelle and Michael are on their way back to Omaha. Still high, police believe, heading into that storm. That routine traffic stop now seen more clearly in hindsight.
That's their actual video?
Wait for several days.
Oh, my God.
Which is another thing that meth does to you. It keeps you going. It keeps you hyper. It doesn't let you sleep.
It would be 5 hours later that their truck goes off the road and they go wandering into the storm, dialing 911. At about 2 a.m., the lost couple stumble upon a small shack.
I want you to stay in that booth. Whatever you do, you're going to stay in that booth.
Yeah,
but I need for you to be honest with me, Mike, okay?
Yes.
I need for you to be honest.
Yeah.
Have you done any kind of drugs tonight?
No, I haven't done no drugs.
Because we can't prove it if you have.
I don't.
But it would help me to know if you did.
I don't deal with this, man.
God, she's good, isn't she?
Yeah.
He knows he's been hallucinating.
So how come all these 200 people that you see they can't help you?
Ma'am, I don't think they speak English.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing? I mean,
wow.
Aren't you shocked that he won't tell her he's on something? I mean, what does it matter at this point? It's life or death.
He's dying,
He's clinging to this lie.
Yeah, exactly. To the end that it's like, oh, no drugs for fear of getting busted.
Well, she said they wouldn't bust him. She said they couldn't prove it.
Yeah.
911. Michael says
and you think when you're that high, you wouldn't be thinking like, oh, she's just saying that, to catch me. So they found this little place, right?
Another
this
911
shelter?
operator tracks down Janelle's mother.
Is that what they just said? That's what they just said, right?
You want to speed ahead, Mike, to the next phone call?
In the morning when she...
They
just jump to the good stuff.
They leave the booth.
Oh, they leave the booth.
They leave the booth.
You know, it's just like, why did they leave the damn truck to begin with?
Yeah.
Look at
I
that,
don't
with
know.
half a tank of gas in
Well,
there.
the amazing thing is when he leaves the truck, he then thinks it's rolled over. It just spun out.
And it's not rolled over, is it?
No.
It's right side up.
Hey, sorry, this light on. I've just escaped. Please come get it. We're trying to find you. You were in a shed. Now, what? You're out walking again? Yeah. It's okay now. This will take care of tomorrow.
It's okay because the whole thing will change tomorrow. And then
Oh,
he
my
hangs up.
God.
Less than 2 minutes.
He's just escaped. Oh,
That's-
boy.
That's the last call, isn't it?
That's the last they ever hear from him?
Yep. I think that was the last call.
Yeah, I think you're
All
right.
right, so then what happens? They don't hear from them, and then they discover the car when? The truck.
Well, they get search crews out there. I mean, they get dozens of people out there searching for him all over. They get an idea as to where he is. They see the car, right?
Yes.
They see the car by the side of the road.
Find it right away.
How long later?
Oh,
the
like
next-
8 in the
12
morning or
hours
something.
after it started.
Because now,
Yeah, it was like 10 in the morning,
Yeah.
11 in the morning.
Because now,
something like that.
now, of course, they've got daylight and the snow isn't as much, and they can. Because how far off the road is it where they went sailing into? Is it off in a ravine? Or?
Well, their car's off the road, but they got out and walked through this, rural
They
area.
didn't find them for days.
Yeah, she wasn't found for 6 days.
He was found
Whoa!
2 days later.
He was found, I think, a day later, something like that.
He was found 2 days later, just under some brush. It took them forever to find her because they were walking and they think she fell off this little 10-foot cliff.
Yeah.
How far was the truck off? Could you see their
Yeah.
truck from the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you're driving, you could see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
How far from the truck were they each found? How far were they?
A couple miles,
Yeah.
maybe.
So they walked a couple of
Oh,
miles through
yeah,
all that
they were
crap.
well off the trail.
And they were pointing out they have a theory, all those, Mexicans and African Americans that they heard
Yeah, they thought were clowns and all that, parking cars
were
and
cows
Yeah, cows.
because they were next to a farm. So they could
Oh,
hear
my
'em-
God.
They could hear them breathing and moving around. They thought they were people, but
I wonder why they got separated like that. Why would they have separated
Well, she died
themselves?
first. They think she died first. She fell into that ravine.
cliff, yeah.
And then he just left her?
Yeah, well, he was trying to save his own ass, I
Yeah.
guess. Or, who knows? He may not have been able to find her if it was dark. He may not have known what happened to
I
her.
wonder if he was even with her when she fell down. They just sort of
I would
kinda like-
imagine so. He seemed pretty worried about her.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe this ended with their deaths. I'm
I know.
amazed.
It was unbelievable.
I had no idea. I thought for sure I couldn't. Oh, my God.
Really sad.
What
Terrible
a
story.
tragedy.
Yeah. Well, like I
Oh,
said,
my God.
I think that was so much more effective than just saying, don't do crystal meth.
Yeah, because you know what? You say that, and then people say, every time you tell anybody no, they want to do it all the more.
Well, people think they're bulletproof.
When you're young,
20
you're
years
invincible.
old.
You're
Yeah,
invincible.
You have no sense of mortality. But then
No.
when you see the kind of decisions you can make,
Yeah.
especially, if this guy had done it before, I'm surprised he'd be out driving like this. Because he was
Boy.
driving a long distance away from where he lived.
Yeah.
And I don't know, crystal meth, it doesn't sound like the kind of thing you would even want to attempt to drive on.
How bad was the truck messed up? Was it a vicious accident?
It wasn't even turned over. It was not rolled over. He hallucinated that.
So, and basically he just drove off the road, and
Spun out.
that was about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He didn't even hit anything.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sucks.
my God. Were
Absolutely
they
sucks.
gone?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised they even had it together enough to leave wherever they were and get in the truck. By the way, did they chain that back to find where they were, where they departed from?
They did. They found the party they were at, and I think they even charged some of the people,
They
didn't
did.
they?
They arrested the homeowner and her son.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah, the homeowner and her son, they were both drug addicts, weren't they?
Yep.
Yeah,
Aren't
the
you
mom and her son. Nice.
Aren't you amazed that they had it together to even get in the truck to leave that party? I'm amazed.
Maybe they just done it, I know they're
Yeah.
on a bender, but maybe they had just started taking it or something when they left. I don't know.
Right. That's absolutely possible.
But he obviously was driving well enough that the cop let him go.
Yeah.
So he was
that's
functioning
right.
at some point.
That's right.